topic for today is about the four type advertising techniques. So at the end of the lesson, students are able to first identify the four types of advertising techniques, then internalize the difference between the four types of advertising techniques, and lastly, perform an advertisement applying the four types of advertising techniques. Class, before we will start our lesson today, let us offer first the target. Is indeed basically different. Okay, may not take your seats. Okay, so today I will give you a new lesson. Are you all excited? No. Okay, very good. So let's review our knowledge. I have here some strips of paper. So you will identify these pictures and answer it under each picture. So who will volunteer? Okay, Casey, RP, Myria, Easy. Okay, thank you. So, based on your observation of our activity, what do you think is our lesson today? Our feet? Advertising types? Hey, very good. You have an idea.
For today, we will be learning about types of advertising techniques. So what do you understand about advertising techniques? Yes, to convince, to give information, and to entertain, it can be. So all your answers are correct. Advertising techniques are methods that marketers use to attract attention to a product. These techniques are adopted by marketers to inform, to persuade, and to remind people about their products and services. Actually, there are many advertising techniques emerging nowadays, but this time we'll be focusing only the four types of advertising techniques. So, I have here a video, and I want you to watch and understand its content. Now, based on the video, what are the types of advertising techniques being mentioned? Alright, bandwagon, testimonial advertising, direct marketing, and scientific advertising. Alright, what is a bandwagon advertising technique? Okay, very good. Bandwagon is a marketing approach that plays up people's fear of missing out or desire to belong to the in group. For example, what are you waiting for? Be one of the billion satisfied Myra users. So, as you have observed, it relies heavily on the emotional appeal to convince people to buy a product or services. Okay, Miss Feline, can you give another example of a bandwagon advertising technique? That's nice. Now, what about testimonial advertising? What have you understand about it based on the video? Absolutely. Testimonial advertising is a statement from customers that talk about their experiences with the brand, products, or services. For example, according to a customer, I made an extra $500 this month from my site with info links. Okay. Can you give me another example, Miss Jean? Okay, very good. So the next type of advertising techniques is we have the direct marketing. So what do you think is the technique all about? Right. This technique involves presenting information about your company, product, or service to your target without the use of an advertising middleman. So you are directly advertising products or services without comparing with the others. For example, are you exhausted that you want to relax? Coconut Thai is now ready to serve you. Visit us at Calapit Tubigon to experience our relaxing massage and spa. So who wants to give an example of a direct marketing advertising technique? All right, well said. How about April? Okay, thank you, April. That's nice. Now, the last type of advertising technique that will complete the list is very good. We have scientific advertising. Now, what is a scientific advertising technique? Okay, it is defined as properly planned advertising based on a serious deliberation of all factors that have a bearing on its success. So it requires an enormous planning because it must be based on a serious deliberation, of course. So it is based on the facts. So for example, based on lab tests, Domex is proven to destroy coronavirus in just 60 seconds. So, do you get me? Again, what are the types of advertising techniques that we have learned today? Okay, very good. I hope that I've made myself clear. Do you have any questions or clarifications? Okay, then, let's proceed to the next activity. Let's go back to the first activity that we had. Now that we have learned about the different types of advertising techniques, I want you to analyze your answers on the board. If anyone disagrees and think that the answers pasted on the board are incorrect, can we stand up and feel free to change the answers. Okay, thank you. Now that you have finally changed the answer, I will pick some students to answer my questions. So please be attentive. In the first picture, why do you think that is the correct answer? Prove your point, Meiji. Okay, very good, Meiji. Thank you. In the second picture, who is the target of this ad? How does it appeal to them? Lauris. Okay, thank you very much, Lauris. Very good. In the third picture, what type of advertising technique is used in this picture? How does this advertising technique persuade people, Ella? Okay, very good, Ella. Then, in the fourth picture, how do the words try to convince the viewer, Casey? Okay, very good, Casey. Then let's go back to the picture number 1. For you, how would this change you after seeing the advertisement, Mario? Thank you very much for your brilliant answer. Last question but not the least. What is the sole purpose of using these types of technique in advertising? Is found your answer, RP? Okay, very good, RP. Okay, congratulations everyone. Your answers on the board are correct. For our next activity, I want you to group yourselves into 4 groups. Okay? Okay, now that you already have a group, so lend me your ears for the instruction. On a short bond paper, I want you to create a graphic organizer showing the differences between 2 advertising techniques. I will assign 2 advertising techniques in every group. The first group will have bandwagon versus scientific. Then the second group will have direct versus testimonial. The third group will have testimonial versus bandwagon. The fourth group will have scientific versus direct. Am I clear? Okay, thank you. For that, I will give you 20 minutes to do the activity. Okay, pass your output by group. Okay, class, before you will proceed in answering your graphic organizers, let's wrap up or summarize first your understanding about the different advertising techniques and their differences. So, anyone who would like to share? Yes, Meijin. Thank you. Very good, Meijin. To add what Meijin have said, bandwagon advertisement relies on the emotional appeal of the people to convince them to buy the product or service. Like for example, the McDonald's sign, which is somewhat misleading, right? Because people would like to buy the burger when they know that there are billions of satisfied customers. So we can also conclude that it relies on its popularity in the general context. So what's the next advertising technique? Yes, it's the testimonial advertisement. Compared to bandwagon advertisement, testimonial advertisement puts up the customer's words and testimonies in display to effectively reach new customers. Like, for example, when customers use diet products, customers demonstrate the after and the before and after effects from using the product, like how much weight loss or how much weight they lost. That is for testimony because you have to give their testimony, right? Okay, now for the third advertising technique is what is it again? Yes, Mariafe? Yes, it's the scientific advertisement. So scientific advertisement uses scientific results and data to prove their claim about the product. Like for example, the common safeguard advertisement we have seen in TV, where it claims to kill 99.9% of germs and bacteria. So from that statement, we can say that it uses the scientific results rather. Now for the last type of advertising technique is the direct marketing. So in direct marketing, target customers are contacted directly compared to other advertisement or advertising technique, because in direct marketing, from the word direct, they are contacted directly without or instead of having a medium between them. Like for example, the door-to-door salesman, SMS, emails, and brochures. So that is for direct marketing. So what are the advertising techniques again? Yes, very good. It's the scientific, bandwagon effect, testimonial, and direct marketing. So any questions, clarifications, class? None? Okay, very good. For your next activity,
Okay, class, this time I want you to group results into 4. So what are you going to do is to construct your own advertising techniques. And you will choose your chosen topic. And then your chosen topic must not be the same with other groups. And then after that, you will perform it here in front of the class. It is clear? Okay. Okay, time's up. The first group to perform is group 1. Okay, very good. Group 2. Very good. Group 3, 4. Alright. I think you already understand the 4 types of advertising techniques. So today I will give you now an assessment. Alright, for me to further assess you if you truly understood our topic for today, now let's have an assessment to test your knowledge about the 4 types of advertising techniques. Handling paper, and I have here on board the photos, and I want you to identify in which type of advertising techniques they belong. Is that clear? Alright, so we now start. Time is up. Kindly pass the paper forward. And for your assignment, kindly research the types of figurative speech and its definition, and pass it tomorrow. Kindly stand for closing prayer. Okay, thank you.